As you can see from the history of Japan that I talked about in the previous video, you can see that the Japanese have loved cherry blossoms for a long time. This time, we will introduce Hanami, which is one of the ways Japanese people enjoy cherry blossoms. Introducing the manners for enjoying Japanese-style Hanami. Sakura is something to look at and enjoy. Never break or climb branches. It's fun if you just touch the petals gently, but be careful as it will be a violation of etiquette if you break the branch, saying it's okay if it's just a little for commemoration. Sakura is very delicate. Sakura with a broken branch can die from its small wound. Small children tend to climb or hang innocently on cherry blossom trees, so parents should be aware of their etiquette. Next, please check the rules for taking place for Hanami. Once you have decided on a place and secured it, please be sure that someone is there. It's often the case that I went to the bathroom for a moment and when I came back I didn't have seats. Sheets will be mercilessly collected in places where there is no one at the time of the guard's patrol. Therefore, it is better to have 2 or 3 people to secure a place, and if there is a problem, you can respond immediately. Be sure to put pebbles or stones on the edges of the laid sheet or mat. There are 2 reasons. To prevent the place-taking sheet from flying due to the wind. To prevent people from getting in the way. Also, refrain from damaging the cherry trees, such as hooking a rope on a branch when taking a place. Also, it is a violation of etiquette to take a place early or take a place wider than necessary. In order to enjoy cherry blossom viewing, it is necessary to secure a place where you can see the cherry blossoms from a good position. Some people even go to get a place early in the morning to get a good place. However, it is a violation of etiquette to take a place from 2 days before, to take a large place that is not necessary for the number of people, or to steal another person's place. There are places where you can take a place and places where you cannot take a place, so it is important to check for a precautionary statement. And the rule is not to lay a rug at the base of the cherry blossoms. Sakura is a delicate tree. It is said that if you lay a vinyl sheet on the roots of cherry blossoms, the roots will not be able to breathe. If you lay a rug, people will naturally sit there. It puts a lot of pressure on the roots, which are the most important parts of the plant to support the body. Do not lay a rug at the base of the cherry blossoms. Make sure you can use fire before using it with caution. When using fire for Hanami, make sure in advance whether it is a permitted place. When it comes to cherry blossom viewing outdoors, some people may want to enjoy cooking with fire, such as hot pots and barbecues, but most parks prohibit the use of fire. Even if you can use fire, be careful not to cause a fire due to mismanagement, or to disturb people around you with smoke or cinders. Please line up in the bathroom with plenty of time. Eating and drinking makes you want to go to the bathroom during Hanami. However, the toilets are crowded at every Hanami spot. Especially in women's toilets, there are long lines waiting for tens of minutes. Some of the cherry blossom spots along the mountains and rivers do not have toilets. First, let's check the location and number of toilets at the Hanami venue in advance. And instead of going to the bathroom after you want to go, it's a good idea to go to the bathroom just in case you see it. Please be careful about troubles caused by drinking alcohol. Enjoying alcohol is one of the real pleasures of Hanami. However, if you get drunk too deeply, it may cause trouble to others. Drinking alcohol with friends will increase the amount of alcohol. Every year during the Hanami season, there are many people who cause trouble to the people around them, such as those who quarrel with each other when they are drunk, and those who drink too much and are carried by ambulance. For the purpose of cherry blossom viewing, let's drink alcohol moderately. If you're still not satisfied, it's a good idea to go to an izakaya and drink until you're satisfied. The more famous temples are in Japan and the more people gather, the more temples prohibit the bringing in of alcohol. For example, at Zojiji Temple in Tokyo, banquets with alcohol are completely prohibited. Be careful if you think that Hanami is accompanied by a banquet. Please stop thinking that only we should have fun. It bothers people around you and makes people feel uncomfortable. Consider the local residents as well. Don't bother other people. These include explosion, fuss, offensive odor, and do not shoot other cherry blossom viewers when shooting YouTube, etc. Let's separate our garbage and throw it in the designated trash can. Let's sort burnable garbage, non-burnable garbage, bottles and cans into small pieces and throw them in the trash can installed on the premises. Also, do not throw away the remaining drinks in the soil, but dispose of them properly in the sink. Check out where you are going. Before you go to the cherry blossom viewing place, first check how much sakura is in bloom. I think that the rules for Hanami there are listed on the internet, so be sure to read it. For example, in Ueno Park, there is the following description. Opening time of the park. Clean up the trash. Do not hurt the cherry blossoms. Be sure to check the time to go. If you're heading by car or train, the city is very crowded during the morning rush hours and after 1600 hours. If you move during the rush hour, you will get tired before you can see the cherry blossoms. You will run out of time to enjoy cherry blossom viewing, so be sure to check the time you are on the move. When you go to see the cherry blossoms, be sure to prepare a list of things that you should bring with you. For example, leisure sheets or mats or cardboard gum tape, trash bags, paper cups, paper plates, disposable, chopsticks, etc. Tissue wet wipe, blanket. When the cherry blossoms bloom, the weather is uncertain and the climate is unstable. You can rest assured that you can bring something to wear or a blanket so that it can be a little cold. It's a good idea to bring something to wear or a blanket in case it gets a little cold. What I want you to keep in mind when you finish Hanami is to make it cleaner than when you came. Please bring back what you bring there as much as possible. If you have bad manners, you may not be able to see the cherry blossoms. It also bothers others and makes them feel uncomfortable. In fact, the Shukyuwa riverbed in Hyogo Prefecture, which is known as a famous place for cherry blossoms, has been banned from banquets since 2014 due to complaints from local residents due to bad manners of Hanami visitors. Please be careful about the manners of Hanami and enjoy yourself. I can't take off my mask in spring because of allergy of cedar pollen and cypress pollen. Therefore, I can't enjoy drinking and eating under the cherry blossoms, but I can fully enjoy the cherry blossoms while walking. Please come to Japan and enjoy the cherry blossoms in full bloom and the petals of the fluttering cherry blossoms.